Hello and happy Cinco de Mayo. Thank you for making us a part of your afternoon. I'm Millicent Olivares. Here's how we're kicking off the week here at Take 5. Coffee, a couple, and one pup. These are the ingredients that you'll need to make the perfect combo for the perfect brew. We're headed to Milo's at South Padre Island later on. And you know her from What's Happening, Teacher Tuesday, and so much more. But today, Aridani Cantu is putting down the mic and taking a seat on our famous Take 5 couch. Her 5 facts are coming up later on as well. But first, as you all know, today is Cinco de Mayo. It's a day that celebrates Mexico's victory over France in the Battle of Puebla back on May 5th, 1862. Fast forward more than 160 years later, and we continue to honor the Mexican culture and heritage this day. One of the days we do that is through dance. Joining us now from Studio 956 Cheer and Dance is owner Omar Gonzalez. Omar,
Yes.
thank you so much for joining us today.
No, thank you for inviting us.
So as everybody saw just a second ago, we've got these beautiful dancers here all dressed up. Tell us a little bit more about Studio 956.
So Studio 956, we opened in 2018, and these are international dance champions. We've traveled all over the United States and throughout the world.
Wow. And so what age range do you guys have over there?
So
at
our
Studio 956?
youngest is 3 years old.
Oh my
And our
goodness.
oldest is, there's no age, because my mom dances and she's 73.
There you go. You're never too young, never too old, right?
Yes, exactly.
You can always dance. So let's talk a little bit about what made you want to get this started.
So as a little child, around the same age as Asiel, I saw a Mexican flamenco dancer at a quinceañera. And I told my mom, I said, Mom, I want to do that. My mom was like, next week I'll sign you up for a class.
Okay.
And after that, I actually, my parents were born and raised here in the United States. So my grandparents were born in Zacatecas. So I wanted to keep their heritage alive. So my mom pushed me, and I was like, you know what? It's a great opportunity for me to share it with my students now.
Wow. And so you just mentioned that these are the champions.
Yes.
Is that what you said? So how does that feel, especially to be from here, from the Valley, to see these kids so young becoming champions? What's that like for you?
So as we do competitive, so we just barely finished our season just last month. So making these into champions, we work very hard. They train about 8 to 10 hours a week.
Okay.
And people usually see it performed and they're like, oh, how cute. We make it look very professional and spectacular. So like these little ones in the pink, they've been practicing since the beginning of the year on their piece.
So lots of hard work goes into this.
Yes.
And you can tell, I hope everybody can see those outfits. There's so much detail. So I can only imagine that the steps are absolutely the same.
Yes.
Lots of detail, lots of passion. So if people out there are interested, maybe they want to sign up their kiddos, how can they go about that?
So our studio is called Studio 956 Dance Productions. We are located in Edinburgh, Texas. Our number is 956-207-8326.
Perfect.
And we're on all social medias.
All social medias. There you go. Well, Omar, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for
telling us
inviting
a little bit more about Studio 956, but you're not going to go anywhere because we're going to get a little sneak peek a little later, right? Okay, perfect. But if you would like to sign yourself or your little one up, you can check out Studio 956 Cheer and Dance on their social media pages. You can also send them an email for more information. That is at studio956dance@gmail.com, or as Omar mentioned, you can call them at 956-207-8326. You've just sat down at dinner and you have your hands full. Where, oh where should your belongings go? We're going to find out where you should put your personals when you're at the dinner table later on. And it's a private gym where you can enjoy a workout and also a cold dip. Our Joe De Leon is making his way into the chilly waters after this break. And the RGV Hispanic Chamber hosts their Manic Monday Mixer tonight from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. at Sinatra Restaurant Bar. Admission is free if it's your first time attending, so don't miss this high-energy networking event where you'll meet community leaders, explore chamber perks, and build meaningful connections. But before we go, let's have some of the dancers from Studio 956 show us how it's done. Take it away.
This is him. You need an eye exam. Wait weeks for an appointment? Now that's criminal.
Word on the street is at Stanton Optical, you don't have to wait for an eye exam. 2 pairs of glasses and a free eye exam for $79 all same day. Stanton Optical, easy as our thing.
Wherever the road takes you, or where there's no roads at all, Jeep gets you there.
This Jeep makes me happy. Find yours. Bigger, better burns.
We've got intel. Top school rankings just came in.
Scores are off the charts. Award-winning programs, academic excellence confirmed.
Target identified. We found our district. Let's move.
We're on the move.
Excellence isn't classified. It's found right here at Raymondville ISD.
Reliant is the home of free electricity, so your home can be the home of more flavor, more love. The Flex Your Credits electricity plan serves up your 2 highest use days free every week automatically. Then tops it off with $200 in bill credits for even more savings.
Call 1-866-RELIANT or scan the code to learn more.
The Flex Your Credits electricity plan from Reliant. That's power. Your way.
Hit me! Beach Water Park, South Padre Island. Visit beachwaterparktx.com and get your tickets today. Beach Water Park.
Looking for a furry friend to brighten your day? Every Thursday on Channel 5 News at noon, we'll be highlighting an adorable animal looking for their forever home.
Very lovable, loves cuddles.
Then on Take 5, join us for our Love Your Pets segment. A local veterinarian joins us in studio with advice to keep your pets happy and healthy.
If you're trying to give your dog a pill, you can put it in a little piece of this.
Join us every Thursday on Channel 5 News at noon and Take 5.
Pet of the Week is supported by Bert Ogden Volvo.
At Stanton, get a stash of contacts for year-round freshness. With 1 year of AccuView Oasis for $149, plus a free contact lens eye exam. Lowest price of the year. Book your eye exam today. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
If you're looking for a place to regain or recover your muscles, you can make your way towards Cameron County. Take 5's Joe De Leon is telling us the story of how Reborn Strength in Harlingen came to be.
A lot more than just a gym. Now,
Reborn Strength is a product of April Luna, an athlete who competed in many competitions across the country.
I've done that for years now, and I'll do that time to time, is just transform my own body to a competition level, right, to step on stage. Having that firsthand experience and doing it, to be able to help others get there, it's amazing. It's cool.
She discovered her passion for the art of weightlifting when she was in high school. Her coach motivated her to push hard and go farther than she's ever gone before.
Just to see how she was so knowledgeable in all of those things, right? It kind of made me curious. So like I said, first job right off the bat was a personal trainer. And man, it hooked me. When I fell in love with training, I fell in love with the process. I fell in love with seeing the change, physically.
And that is something that stuck with her to this day. In fact, after April received her pro card in professional natural bodybuilding, she went on to train clients and help transform their lives. One of those clients being that same coach from high school.
And seeing that transformation with my clients, watching them transform, not just from the outside, but internally, how strong their minds became, how much confidence they gained. Oh my God, I fell in love with it so much. I said, this is what I want to do. This is it, And
because of that influence, she found her next challenge, opening up a place of her own, a place where you're not limited by time or accessibility, where you can come in whenever you would like, 24/7, where the only limitations are the ones you put on yourself.
Everything that you need to get your body right, whether you're a beginner, whether you're advanced, it's right here for you. And of course, in your private gym, so that's the biggest thing. You don't have to wait for equipment. There's no crowds. There's not a ton of people, and it's specifically meant for you to feel safe.
And the name Reborn Strength is unique as well. April is strong on her faith and says that had the biggest influence in her decision when coming up with the name.
Every single day, you can have the choice to be reborn, right? You can have the choice to, hey, you know what, leave what's in the past, and let's make it reborn. Let's make your strength reborn. Let's make your whole, what you left before, let's make it reborn. Brand new, fresh start.
And what comes with strength? Soreness. And don't worry, April has got you covered with that too, with her full recovery sessions that you can set up without having a gym membership. From saunas to red light therapy to cold plunges, something I have to admit I would not have done successfully if it wasn't for her support.
April, I'm getting out of this sucker.
Don't.
I think my body's in a state of shock. I took 5 minutes inside the cold plunge.
So if you're looking for a place to transform your body or recover your muscles, swing by Reborn Strength in Harlingen. For Take 5, I'm Joe DeLeon.
You've seen them all over social media, and today we're sitting down to talk the pros and cons of GLP-1 medication. Our interview with a registered dietitian is coming up after the break.
Al pie de la Sierra Madre hay una ciudad bonita, su nombre es Ciudad Victoria, capital de Tamaulipas, es la perla del estado y es una tierra bendita, enmarcada por la sierra, le da un aire señorial, risueña y hospitalaria, así es nuestra capital.
At Clark Knapp Honda, we know the journey is just getting started. Want a lease? Simple. Looking for a pre-owned ride? We've got the best in town. Clark Knapp Honda, built for more.
Tuition-free Harmony Public Schools has 2 Brownsville campuses where students are guided through hands-on learning and new discoveries, preparing them for futures shaped by science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. In addition to strong academics, Harmony offers a variety of athletics and student clubs that encourage teamwork, creativity, and leadership beyond the classroom. From preschool through post-high school graduation support and with a 100% college acceptance rate, Harmony believes every child deserves a no-cost education tailored to their needs and focus on success. Apply now at harmonytx.org/apply.
When you're a caregiver, you give all of yourself to those who depend on you. But sometimes even caregivers need a break, which is why Respite Care options are available. Respite Care offers assistance through child daycare or adult daycare, in-home or overnight services, allowing caregivers the opportunity to rest and recharge. Taking this time for yourself is essential because when you rest, you care best. Explore resources at TakeTimeTexas.org and learn how you can strengthen the care you give through well-deserved respite.
Our HEB certified meat cutters know great quality meat and will cut your order just how you like. Whether you're planning a big carne asada for the familia and amigos, a casual weeknight dinner for 2, or a special meal for that special someone, our HEB certified meat cutters will gladly customize your meat order with the best variety of cuts. HEB, here, everything's better.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get 0.9% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. That's over $4,300 in average finance savings. We are professional grade.
After an 18-wheeler accident, you need a law firm that delivers results. Nava Law Group fights for maximum compensation, over $1 billion won for accident victims. Call 956-ABOGADO now and let us fight for you.
We're into the first full official week of May, and with the new month comes new meal ideas and things to think about when we're preparing these dishes. Today, we are focusing on GLP-1 medications and the effects that they can have on us. Joining me now is registered dietitian Peggy Ramon Rosales. Peggy, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So today we're talking about a little something different, right? We're talking GLP-1 medications. I know people have maybe heard about them on social media. Yes. They've recently become very popular. So let's first explain what they are, just in case someone out there is unaware.
Yes, of course. So they are otherwise known as the semaglutide and tirzepatide. There's to name a couple, right, that is really infamous, the Ozempic, the Mounjaro, right? And so we want to focus on a nice, wholesome way of eating if we are on these type of medications.
Right.
Most of them are for diabetics and to help control appetite, help control the blood sugar, but others may use it for weight loss purposes, right? And so yes, it can really control blood sugar. We want to be careful on making sure that we are eating enough protein, that we have a really nice balanced meal. Right. There can be quite a few side effects when it comes to those type of medications, right? Like nausea, fatigue, even vomiting, right? Okay. A lot of GI upset, reflex. So how do we control these symptoms and get the right effect that we would like, right? As in like fat loss versus muscle loss. That's the big thing. If we lose muscle mass because we're eating such a small amount of food, whether it is protein, yes, I'm eating this amount of food, but I'm cutting my whole meal in half, and I cut the protein in half.
Right.
So we are in a low protein type of diet, which is the exact opposite of what we want.
What we're trying to go for, yes.
Exactly. We really want to have enough protein for our muscles to help increase that metabolism. Right. So we're eating very small amounts of food, even that protein, we lose muscle and body fat goes up.
So we know that these are some of the cons. Of course, there are some people out there that these medications are more suited for. Some people really do need these on a daily basis. So what are some of the pros for those out there that do need these medications?
Definitely. So majority of them are for diabetics, right? To help control their intake of food, of carbohydrates. And we see a really good outcome, right? Right. With diabetics. I've seen A1Cs drop drastically with these type of medications. They are complementing the main medication that sometimes they can just take off like the main medications for diabetes, insulin, right, and just have one, you know, this actual like Ozempic or the semaglutides, right, and so they can actually reduce the other type of medication, which is kind of nice, right? Only
because
having
now
one.
You're just down to one.
Exactly, exactly.
So these sometimes can help, but of course, as you mentioned, there are some cons. Sometimes if people may misuse these. So how do people find out whether or not these are appropriate for them?
Sure. I mean, definitely consult your doctor. If whenever we want to maybe try to investigate going into these medications, is normally whenever we've exhausted all efforts, like, hey, I'm trying to lose weight, and you know, wholesome eating and exercise it's not working for me, right? It's being stubborn, and let's say we are this amount of weight, and we are we're considered obese, right? Then we definitely maybe want to try some of these medications. This depends on their health history, right? So definitely go by the doctor and just look at like the trend of how they're doing. If they're going to be a little stubborn, well, maybe a little push could be helpful.
Right. Okay. So definitely pros and cons to these medications, but of course, this is all on a basis of your health, your history. So make sure you do consult someone, Peggy, if people want any more information on any of these medications or just maybe how to get their diet started. Where can they find you?
Yes, I'm at 8025 North 10th Street, and it's Suite 160 in the North Park Village Plaza.
Perfect. Peggy, thank you so much for joining us today. And again, if you are looking for some more guidance into making healthier choices for you and your family, you can follow Peggy at PR Nutrition Consulting on Instagram and Facebook. You can also visit her website, that is prdietitian.com. And it's a bit of a gloomy start to the week, but will you still need to keep that umbrella handy? Let's check in with meteorologist Sergio Puente for our Take 5 fashion forecast.
Yeah, your Take 5 fashion forecast showing it's going to be pretty warm out there. Temperatures in the mid-80s. So I'd say maybe the shorts and the short sleeves. I'd also maybe take the umbrella just in case. I don't think we'll see much rain, but it's a small chance. It's about 10% for this evening. We could see some drizzle in and out of the area. So short sleeves and an umbrella may be necessary, but not really required. I would say it's a small rain chance for this evening. Better rain chances in store. We'll have all those details on Channel 5 News.
If you're heading out to dinner tonight, do you know the correct place to set down your purse? We've got you covered. We're learning exactly where to place your items on our Take 5 Table Talk after the break. And Take 5's Elni Cantu is working hard in and out of the studio every day, but today she is making her way to our Take 5 couch to give us her 5 facts. But you have to stick around to hear them a little later on in the show.
When choosing between style, comfort, and performance, we chose all of the above. How we get there matters. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
A good paint job starts with some good prep work.
We transform your home's interior with precision and care.
We're committed to excellence, from interior to exterior painting. Choose us for quality you can trust. Armored Painting, better known and proud to serve you.
Life is a series of little victories, and each one matters. Celebrate life's wins with Rio Bank's Moneymaker account. Unlimited check writing, no debit card fees, and premium interest rates, because your money should grow with you. Open a Moneymaker checking account today, online or in person. These are life's victories, powered by Rio Bank. Your kind of bank, your kind of banker.
Sauced and tossed chicken strips at DQ. So delicious, so saucy, so craveable. They're making everyone go beast mode. Oh. Well, almost everyone. Oh. Try sauced and tossed chicken strips today in new spicy buffalo or honey barbecue. Sure to bring out your inner beast.
Texas is growing fast.
And that's why Texas 2036 exists.
We use research and data to help legislators solve Texas's most critical issues before our state turns 200.
Working to ensure students graduate with skills for great jobs,
securing enough water and energy for the future,
and making housing, healthcare, and childcare more affordable. Texas 2036, building a better future for you, your family, and all Texans.
Learn more at texas2036.org today.
When choosing between style, comfort, and performance, we chose all of the above. How we get there matters. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
Hello and welcome back to Take 5. We are keeping it classy here. And joining us today for our Take 5 Table Talk is Dr. Barbara Hinojosa. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
So today we're going to talk a little bit more about our personal belongings, where they go on the table. You just sat down. Where do I put my phone? Where do I put my keys, my purse? Tell us a little bit more about it.
Yeah, so as you can see on our table today, we have our purse, our keys, our cell phones, our sunglasses, because usually, yes, a lot. Because usually we come in, sit down, we're ready to like eat and really relax.
Yes.
However, we want to keep in mind that nothing should be introduced to the top of the table.
Ooh, okay.
So our bags, you know, we should make sure that we put everything inside. The sunglasses, the keys, the cell phone, your cell phone.
I'll give you my phone too.
Thank you. We don't want anything on top of the table, because COVID really taught us about this, because we're introducing germs to the top of the table, and this is where we're eating. Also, we're seeing a lot of people use very important, fragile vintage linens, like things that were their grandmothers, and we don't want to also stain that. So we want to keep the top of the table clean and sanitized.
Perfect. So now going into, you put everything in your purse. where does your purse go?
It's such a great question. So big purses like this, they can be hung on the back of the chair. They can also be placed on the floor if you're not worried about losing all your money. That's up to you. But it's a great point because we really do want to think about the size of our bags, the purses that we take to different events. So in most cases, instead of a big kind of canvas bag like this, I would suggest just a small clutch purse because that can go right in your back, right behind your back in your chair.
Wow, okay. So there's a lot of information that goes on here. Tell me a little bit more about is there any certain steps that people can use to just remind themselves, oh, my stuff is on the table, let me put it on one area. How do you go about that?
Yeah, so it's just a good thing to remember that when we are gathering in professional settings or very fancy, like I call them settings, really our time is about the people we're with. It's not so much about the food, it's not so much about all the things. So we want the distractions to be gone. So the cell phone, the purse, everything to be off the table because our time together is really about our conversation, you and I, our time that we have together to learn about each other, and it's about relationships. Not so much about the food, the tea, the wine, and all of that.
And of course, this really goes for when you're having those really important dinners or lunches. At home, it's okay, right?
Yes, of course. Like we always say, these rules, these etiquette tips, they are really to help you in very fancy situations and very professional situations. But when you're at home with your family, enjoy your time, enjoy your food, put your purse wherever you want to put it. We just want to know when to do what. And I always say, it's one thing to know a rule and to decide to break it. It's another thing to never know it was ever a rule, right?
So now we know. Now we know when we're going to a restaurant, we want everything to be nice and tidy for the people that we're surrounding ourselves with.
That's correct. That's correct.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Dr. Hinojosa, and sharing a little bit more about how we can keep it classy at the table. And remember, guys, you can join us here every day and Monday for our Take 5 Table Talk.
A couple whose coffee shop journey thrives through their good brew and favorite pub. South Padre Island is calling, and Brandon Duvalcava is ready to answer after the break.
In the Rio Grande Valley, 18-wheeler traffic is heavier than anywhere else in Texas. So if you're involved in an accident, know that big insurance companies will not play fair because they only care about profits, not your health, not the cost you have incurred, and certainly not your pain and suffering. So if you're involved in an 18-wheeler accident, we will stop insurance companies from taking advantage of you.
The Jay Gonzalez Law Firm, a force for justice.
Tonight, it's the Judges Song Contest. They select the songs the finalists perform.
Breathtaking.
And your top 7 are revealed.
Do you have any idea what you just did?
American Idol, live tonight on ABC.
Mott's Building Materials knows that some paint jobs are more important than others. That's why we pride ourselves on our customer color matching and wide selection of colors and options. Because even though some paint jobs are more important than others, Mott's Building Materials knows that each one is a work of art. Mott's Building Materials.
Before taking this art class, I only thought of art as a fun hobby, but now my art is going into a museum. This is a really big deal for me. In my art class, I learned all about the basic techniques of art, and now I'm taking it to another level. Art is fun and relaxing for me. It has become my passion and will continue to be an important part of my life.
Discover your passion at Weslaco ISD. Registration is now open for the 2025-2026 school year.
Shampoozy! Hello, folks, that's right. We've got a super way to celebrate a super mom. Yeah, that's right. Just for Mother's Day. Go to our Facebook or our Instagram account, nominate your mama, say some great things about her. That's all there is to it. She could win $500. That's right. We're going to have 2 people that win. Take that to the bank. That's what I'm talking about. Shampoozy!
Mrs. Lopez, thank you for your trust and patience in this most trying of times. Our hope is that this resolution and compensation can begin to heal and strengthen your family. We are here for you, always.
It's a love story that started with a wave and a wagging tail. Brandon Rubalcaba went to South Padre Island to introduce us to the owners of Milo's Coffee Shop. Their journey spans oceans, continents, and one very loyal dog who might just be the reason they're together today.
If you're in South Padre Island and are looking for a nice hole-in-the-wall coffee shop, Milo's is the perfect place to come have an espresso with a bite. Let's check them out. There's something about Milo's Coffee Shop on South Padre Island.
Vanilla, white chocolate.
That just makes you want to stay a little longer. And that's exactly what owners Mike Sproul and Madeline Siegert had hoped for.
So we're a little different. We're the essential mom and pop.
Before the coffee, beans, and conversation, Mike was living a very different life.
All right.
Serving as a police officer in Texas for 20 years. Then came a plot twist.
As a joke, I just put an online application to Hawaii.
That move led to a chance encounter with Madeline while giving kiteboarding lessons. Little did she know that that vacation was going to be the start of a new life. But their relationship didn't fully click until someone else gave the green light. Mike's best friend, Milo.
I said to Milo, I was like, is that the one? And here we are.
15 years later.
Milo wasn't just a pet. He was family and the very first connection between two people from different worlds.
He was there long before our daughter was born, so he was kind of our furry baby.
Mike and Madeline built a life together, eventually naming their daughter Mila, a nod to the four-legged friend who brought them together. Now settled in South Padre Island, they've opened Milo's as a tribute not just to their beloved pup, but to the values he stood for.
Well, you said iced matcha latte?
Warmth, trust, and unconditional love.
Our coffee shop is built around fun and the love that we do share in this place.
And the story continues. After 11 years of marriage, Madeline is in the process of becoming a U.S. citizen, a milestone that symbolizes how far they've come
She's getting older, so she wants to go.
and where they're headed.
Follow your dreams, you know. It's definitely a milestone that I'm happy to achieve, and I feel proud and blessed, you know, to get to this point.
Through a coffee shop named after their dog, this family is pouring more than just drinks. They're serving up stories, belonging, and a place where strangers walk in and walk out as friends.
You may not make $1 million, but at least you're gonna have fun and promote love, a loving world. Love will always conquer, always.
Turns out, man's best friend really can bring two worlds together. And now, anyone who walks through Milo's doors gets to be a part of that story.
Order up.
Thank you guys so much. And again, if you guys are wanting some fresh coffee or smoothie, make sure you stop by at Milo's here in South Padre Island. For Take 5, I'm Brandon Rubalcaba. We'll see you guys later.
Region 1 Education Service Center is ready to help you make your way into college. We're going to get to talk to an expert about some need-to-knows for the future right after this.
Las vueltas a 360 grados. ¡Bravo, bravo, bravísimo!
Y esto fue.
This is good, huh?
My name is Omar Ochoa from the Omar Ochoa Law Firm, and today we're answering questions from real clients and real people with real insurance problems. Will the insurance company drop me from my policy if I hire a lawyer to sue them? It would be illegal for your insurance company to drop you just because you sue them. It would also be illegal for your insurance company to raise your policy rates. Call the Omar Ochoa Law Firm so that we can help you get the money you need for repairs.
Hi, I'm Charlie Garcia.
And I'm Rico Garcia.
And we are USA Concrete Coatings.
If you're ready to upgrade your business, restaurant, garage, man cave, or porch, then you're ready for USA Concrete Coatings.
We'll have your floors looking flawless with our exclusive USA Concrete Coatings products. We'll ensure that your concrete coating is strong and durable. It's antimicrobial and comes with a lifetime warranty.
USA Concrete Coatings, from concrete to custom in just one day.
Since 1974, El Pato has been serving Mexican food that's hot, fresh, and made to order. Patos are handmade tortillas filled any way you want. Start your day with patos filled with eggs, bacon, chorizo, you name it. For lunch or dinner, savor our famous guisado, beef or chicken, on a pato or on a plate. And El Pato also cooks up tasty Mexican plates from fajitas to meaty, cheesy enchiladas, all from scratch. So dine in or carry out at any El Pato valley-wide.
Is it possible to be more capable and more practical? Be able to perform here and here. Make a statement while barely making a sound. And command the road, as well as what lies ahead. How we get there matters. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
Under the new administration, the government has expanded deportations, even to people who have lived in this country for many years. Working parents, neighbors, friends are now at risk. My name is Carlos Garcia. There are still legal options available, but it's important to be informed. I can help you understand your rights and protect your family. Call today to schedule your consultation. Your family's future is worth it.
Good afternoon, I'm Christine Galvan, and here's what's making news at this hour.
I am about to sign into law the largest day one school choice program in the United States of America.
School choice is now a law in Texas. Governor Abbott signed that bill over the weekend. The bill will provide money to families to pay for private schooling or homeschooling. Critics say this will take money away from public schools, but the governor has promised public schools will get the money they need. We will have local reaction coming up at 6.
Weather-wise across the valley, looks like another warm and humid evening across the area. Temperatures fall from the upper 80s into the low 80s. Later tonight, there's a slight chance for a shower, but only about a 10% probability. Just a warm and humid night across the valley. We'll update the forecast for you at 5 and 6. Christine?
All right, that's going to do it for us. Join us at 5, 6, and 10 for more news, weather, and sports. Take 5 continues after this.
Your luxury ride awaits at Volvo Cars Edinburgh. Drive home with the Volvo that's perfect for your lifestyle. Discover the Volvo that's right for you.
At Volvo Cars of Edinburgh, we shop the competition so you don't have to.
Dale gas.
Hey there, Rio Grande Valley. This is Greg checking in with Omnisay Roofing. People are used to buying warranties and guarantees. With Omnisay Roofing, you don't need to do that. We give you our guarantee, no extra charge, because we know our quality. With us, you'll never roof again.
Give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play, where southern is heard as a scourging word and the skies are not cloudy all day.
For your home and your range. Bad boy. Power, performance, attitude.
time to honor the 2025 RGV Business Community Leaders at the annual RGV Hispanic Chambers Noche de Gala, Thursday, May 15th at the beautiful Corinthians Event Center. There will be live and silent auctions, dinner, cocktails, dancing, and business awards. Receiving the Golden Eagle Award is Mr. Barry Patel. Call 928-0060 for more information. Come join us.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra.
Or get 0.9% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. That's over $4,300 in average finance savings. We are professional grade.
Traigo 100 kilos de ropa, lo que se me antoja, dinero en el banco. Muchas me andan criticando, pues traigo carrazos, ¿cómo le hago? Tengo aseguro del bueno, pronto y flexible y sale barato. Es mi corrido humilde, que no se te olvide que me ando ahorrando.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
The following segment is supported by Region 1 Education Service Center. Gear up.
Region 1 is an advocate for the Valley who may need a little help in financial literacy. Here to tell us all about it is Gear Up specialist Sonia Flores. Sonia, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me today.
So we're talking about something very important, financial literacy.
Absolutely.
Just in case some of our viewers are watching out there and are like, I have no idea what that is. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Well, what it means to us is that you are ready to invest in yourself, you know, to be financially sound. And where does that take you? Where do you start? Even as adults sometimes can't tackle that. Well, what is financial literacy? So what we try to do, especially at our center, is we try to lay a foundation, even just by giving out definitions to either parents or students alike, so they understand, well, what really is a budget, or what really is income, or what really is debt.
Right.
Because some of our students, you know, we start with them as, you know, in elementary, and they may not understand. And even with us, with Gear Up, we start at 7th grade. And so a 7th grader cannot tell you how to invest
Can't
or
fully comprehend yet.
Right. And so we want to lay that foundation for them. And so just by, even with definitions, so they understand where they're headed in life.
Because obviously we know that there are some Valley seniors that are out there right now and they're applying for school, and so obviously they're probably talking a lot about loans and grants, and so that might be a little foreign to people. Can you explain a little bit more about each?
Yes, absolutely. So we always ask our students to take grants first, because they're debt free. You know, they don't have to pay them back. Of course, there's some stipulations. They got to keep their grades up and their GPA. But besides that, we have our loans. We have, for a student, a subsidized loan and an unsubsidized loan. What that means, the difference in those two, is that when it's a subsidized loan, they don't start accumulating interest until after they've graduated from college. Unsubsidized, as soon as they take that loan out, that interest rate starts to accumulate. So that can be quite costly, depending on how many years it takes for them to graduate.
Right.
And then we've got your parent loans, your Parent Plus loans, which we try to educate them on each different level. So that way, when they take out that financial letter from a college or university, they know exactly what they'll be paying at the end.
Right. So it's definitely something that goes by situation for everybody, depending on what university, how long.
Yes.
So it's so beneficial to reach out to Region 1 and get information, just in case your senior is looking, or maybe you're just starting, your kids are in elementary. It's never too early,
No,
right?
absolutely not.
Perfect. So if people want to reach out and have any more questions, where can they find you guys?
They can always call our center. We are at 984-6000. We're also online. You can reach us Facebook, Region 1 Gear Up. Our website is www.esc1.net.
Perfect. Well, Sonia, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Very, very important information. And if you, for yourself, or you know somebody who needs some guidance, Region 1 Education Service Center is your answer. You can look them up at esc1.net for more information on how to better your education. Or, as Sonia mentioned, you can also give them a call at 956-984-6000. By 5 Facts with Idani Cantu is just a few minutes away. Don't change that channel. We'll be right back.
The new Nissan Sentra. Secure yours now for just $299 or make no payments for 90 days during Cinco de Mayo sales event. Get free oil changes for life plus a $400 gift card and free window tint with your new Nissan.
We shop the competition for you so you don't have to.
Step into the world of innovation at Horizon Montessori Public Schools STEM Academy. Our dynamic curriculum focuses on science, technology, engineering, and math, offering students an immersive, hands-on learning experience. Join us and witness the excitement of our classrooms as students explore, create, and innovate. Choose Horizon Montessori for an education that ignites a passion for STEM and unlocks endless possibilities for the future. Learn today, lead tomorrow. Be a part of the experience. Does your dentist understand you?
I have a pet fish. You got a pet fish? No way, I used to have one when I was a kid.
Here at Agua Dental, we understand you. Visit your favorite dentist for your family's dental needs. Splash into one of our locations across the valley.
I believe in volunteering and giving to good causes. Businesses should do the same.
At LSNB, we do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't.
Doing more, just like my bank.
No other bank in South Texas gives more financial donations to area charities than Lone Star National Bank. Our employees believe in volunteering and serving in our communities.
My bank serves its community. Does yours?
Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
Power coverage on our app from the First One 5 weather team. Severe weather alerts sent straight to your phone. Live radar so you can see the storm close to you. And daily updates from our team of meteorologists. Be prepared for what's next with the KRGV weather app. Download it now.
The KRGV weather app is sponsored by Davis Law Firm, McAllen International Airport, Payne Auto Group, and Pronto Insurance.
This week, who will be the new pope as Cardinals cast secret votes inside the Sistine Chapel? David Muir will be right there as the world waits. The papal conclave begins. World News Tonight with David Muir is the most watched newscast in America.
Power coverage on our app from the First One 5 weather team. Severe weather alerts sent straight to your phone. Live radar so you can see the storm close to you. And daily updates from our team of meteorologists. Be prepared for what's next with the KRGV weather app. Download it now.
The KRGV weather app is sponsored by Davis Law Firm, McAllen International Airport, Payne Auto Group, and Pronto Insurance.
And a friendly reminder, our sister station Noticias RGV has started airing from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Make sure you tune in to Buenos Dias Valle on channel 5.2 or cable 1240 for the latest information on local, national, and international news. And there is in-person Zumba today at the Edinburg Arts, Culture, and Events Center patio from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. for free. You can enjoy a dynamic and exciting workout with others. All fitness levels are welcome. And tomorrow morning, the Crochet Club is meeting at the Palmview Branch Library from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. You are encouraged to bring your own materials. You can call the library for more information. And the Dr. Hector P. Garcia Memorial Library has a live reading tomorrow afternoon from author Lauren Tarshish, author of the I Survived book series. Stop by at 1 p.m. to listen to Lauren read from her recent book and stay for a Q&A. Well, she is out and about in the RGV looking for the coolest places for you to visit. But now she is here on our Take 5 couch to tell us her 5 facts. Joining me today is Take 5's Idani Cantu. Idani,
Thank you for having me, Millie. I'm super excited to be here today.
We finally got you on the couch.
Finally,
It is time, so we're going to learn a little bit more about you. Okay, so let's kick it off. We're going to start with your first fact. You are the oldest sibling of 4.
Yeah, so I kind of stole this fact from Brandon because I was like, me too.
You have that in common.
Yes, so I'm the oldest and I'm the only girl. So I have 3 little brothers. One is named Andres, one is named Adan, and one is named Abram. And we all have a pretty big, it's spread out between all of them, but honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. I feel like our house is never quiet, and I love that so much. And we fight a little bit, but I mean, it's love. It's
I remember you telling me we're a little competitive, but that makes it fun. Look at them, they're so cute. And I know they're probably watching you right now. So, of course, we got to send them a shout out.
Absolutely. Hey, guys.
Well, definitely very cute. Of course, we're going to continue with your cute facts. I know this about you. You are a big lover of vintage. I'm sure our Take 5ers know because you love thrift shops.
I love thrift shops. Any antique store, record store, thrift shop, I'm on it. That is absolutely, I would consider myself kind of like an old soul. Okay. I also love collecting records. So anytime I go to a thrift shop, I'm like, I have to take a record home with me. I have to. And I also made this rule up for myself. If it's something that I can find at like a Target or maybe in any type of store, I will not buy it at a thrift shop. At thrift shops, I only want to get older music because I kind of want to hold on to that little piece of history, and I love it so much. I'm really appreciating the beauty of old things and music, and I'm really getting into rock and roll right now. So I'm on a little rave for that right now.
Yes, I was gonna say, Ivani and I share an office, so I definitely know her music taste, but I think it's so fun that you love to go to these stores. You take the time to look. It's like a little you time.
On every Saturday, I'm like, what new shop can I go to?
There you go.
It's all about my time and searching through something.
It's a little self-care, taking time for yourself.
Yes, absolutely.
But speaking of taking time for yourself, you took some time away. You left the Valley.
Yes.
And now you are a graduate of Texas A&M.
I am a fighting Texas Aggie. I am very proud of it. Anytime there's an Aggie that decides to come onto our station, our studio, I'm like, I like you.
That is true. Yes.
We already know. So, and it's the ring, the Aggie ring, and its networking is amazing. So, I mean, it's something that I didn't understand it when I was there my freshman year. Then I went on, I was like, you know what, let me allow myself to really feel, I guess, like the traditions that they have there. And I fell in love with it to when the point I had to graduate, I was really sad because I was like, this is amazing. It's just, you don't get it until you're in it. I've had a lot of people say, you're kind of weird. You cared a little bit too much about your college, but you don't get it until you're there. It's just an amazing feeling. So my brother's an Aggie too. So anytime I see someone who's an Aggie, I'm like, yes.
Keeping on with the tradition. It's something that's just bigger than you, and I can definitely always tell when you talk about it, you're so proud of it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Good. And so, of course, continuing something else you're proud of, and I know this, and I know everybody else probably does too, you're a big sports girl. You play a lot of sports.
So in high school, or actually growing up, my parents were like, you're going to try every single sport, I don't care. So I tried all of them, and I wasn't very good at all of them, but I stuck to one, which was softball. So I absolutely loved softball. That was my #1. So in college, I guess this is kind of like a bonus tip. I had 5 jobs in college all at once, and 3 of them involved sports.
Wow.
So I was a writer for my school's newspaper. I had a separate internship to be a sports writer for a softball team, Texas A&M softball team. And then I was also a reporter / sports writer for the Houston Rodeo.
That's our 6th fact.
Yeah, it's kind of like a 6 fact. Anytime I can get a little story about sports, you know I'm on it. So if you see a sports story, 9 out of 10 times it's from me.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 times it's for her. And I'll say, you're also just really good. We went to Top Golf, and I know everybody saw that. And Ivani was the best there. And I said, where did this come from? But I think it's really fun. You are a woman of so many hidden talents.
Thank you.
That is our 5th fact. You were actually on top of everything else, you modeled in college.
I did. So I guess that was like my little side hustle. So I grew up doing pageants, and luckily that opened the door to modeling. So whenever I was, I believe, a freshman in college also, I got a call from a couple brands. They would ask me to head over to Houston. So it was actually, believe it or not, a model for quinceañera dresses. Wow. So I was like, you know what? If they think I'm old enough to look like a quinceañera, I'm gonna take it.
I'm gonna roll with it. Yeah.
So, and then that was something that also, you know, just unlocked so many doors for me. I met so many amazing people, and I love it. Now I have friends from all over the state, so that's pretty awesome too.
I love that, and I gotta say, you can just tell. It's just your personality. It's just your aura. As you can, you learned today, she's multi-talented. You are so kind.
Thank you.
And I'm so glad to have you here,
Thank
a part
you.
of this team.
I'm so happy to be part of this team. I mean, really, you have done such a great job, and being able to talk to you here on this couch is amazing.
Yeah, we're going to be here all day if we keep going, trust me. But thank you for joining us. Thank you for letting us get to know you a little better today, Idani.
Absolutely.
And it is almost time for a 3-day celebration of Latino culture. Mexlon is coming to McAllen, and Take 5 wants to get you in for free. Get ready to tell the person on the phone today's keyword. Idani, do you want to do the honor and tell them today's word?
Yes. So today's word is festival. We'll be giving away free tickets till Thursday. So good luck to everyone calling in. Again, that word is festival.
There you go. And we will see you back here tomorrow at 4 p.m. for more Take 5. Channel 5 News at 5 starts right after this.
When I use my Rally debit card,